Is your social media a red flag to potential employers? We're going to tell you common social media mistakes you need to avoid. We have business and career coach Angela Lucier, and this is where a lot of people falter. And similarly, if people are applying to college, we've talked about this time and time again, social media is what can bring you down when it's there too. Now, we're going to talk about how this can help you. There's a lot of sites like LinkedIn, and a lot of people have profiles, but it's important that you complete the profile. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen so many profiles with no photo. It just has a name, there's no headline, and it just says like works in retail services. It's like, why have that online? If an employer Googles you, LinkedIn always comes up in the top 5 results, and that's going to be representing you. So take the time to fill it in if you're going to have a LinkedIn profile. Add a photo, and even I mean, everyone has a camera on their phone.
That's true. There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
Just stand in front of a gray wall and get your photo taken. Fill in your summary. Tell the people a little bit about you and what you're looking for. It's kind of like the objective section on your resume. Don't leave it blank. Tell us what kind of job you want or what kind of job you're in. Fill in a couple jobs you've had, if you've gotten awards. Try to get a couple of recommendations. You know, everybody has a boss or has a coworker who could speak on their behalf, so get a couple recommendations.
That's true.
Fill it in.
There's no reason not to. But we're talking about photos earlier, and you were saying take them behind a bland background because a lot of people make mistakes with photos on social media.
Yes. Yeah. You know, if you have a photo of you that you wouldn't show in the interview, it shouldn't be online.
It should be the grandmother rule or the parent rule. If you wouldn't show your parent this photo, don't show your boss, potentially.
Exactly. I mean, if let's say your boss got a copy of this and brought it to the interview and said, "Did you want to explain this to me?" Do you want to have that conversation?
Only photos that you can explain away should be allowed to permeate your social media life. Number 3 is to Google yourself, but not from your computer, from somebody else's.
Because if you Google yourself from your own computer, you'll get different results because you're likely working on your own websites, your own social media. It's just kind of linked differently. So Google will give you different results than if it was from a stranger's computer or a friend who probably doesn't Google you as often as you do.
I didn't know. I've only been Googling myself from my computer, so that's I'm going to go home right now.
So you'll see what the employer sees if you do it from someone else's computer.
Yeah, maybe I don't want that. Number 4, create a strong digital footprint by putting stuff on there that you want employers to see. What do you mean by that?
Exactly. If every industry has a trade magazine or an association, and you can contact them and ask them to put your content in their publication or on their website, which will give your name, it'll be connected to your name, so when an employer Googles you, they'll see, oh, this person wrote an article for a trade association in our industry.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
That gives you street cred.
Exactly. And it usually shows up at the top because, you know, their websites usually have credibility.
It's better than whatever your website would be trying to show yourself off. But lastly, that is your other tip too. Why not, if you're looking for a job, create a website because you don't have to pay anything for them.
Exactly. I love Weebly.com, and WordPress is also excellent. Weebly is just like making a PowerPoint presentation. You can add pictures and text, and you can create an online profile or online portfolio. You can put your resume up there, put pictures. It's great.
And I think a lot of people are intimidated when you hear the phrase "make your own website." I've done it. It's easy. It's drag and drop.
Exactly.
It's not hard. So anybody at home can do it, and that is all we need to get going. So if people follow those guidelines, hopefully all goes well. Thank you so much for stopping by. But our Dream Job series continues next week. Learn all about networking, how to meet the right people, and how to make the right impression.